All right, so welcome back. And so far we have seen what is artificial intelligence, okay, and what is learning and what is knowledge, right? And now let's move to the machine learning and the deep learning. So we have seen, right, that AI is basically a way to enable the machine to mimic the human intelligence. All right, that is an aspiration of humanity to create, an artificial machine which is as intelligent as human. All right, so that is an aspiration. That is not basically a technology, and it won't be right to say, but the underlying fact is this only, that AI is an aspiration, that is an objective, that is an ultimate goal of engineers and researchers, that let's create a machine which is as intelligent as human. So that is basically the AI. This is an aspiration. So in order to achieve that aspiration, in order to achieve that machine which is as intelligent as human, there are two underlying technology, right? So you can say that the machine learning and deep learning is basically a vehicle using which you can achieve AI. So the actual technology is the machine learning and the deep learning. All right, so let's see one by one that what is ML and what is DL. ML is machine learning and the DL is the deep learning. All right, so you can see in this in this slide, so AI is basically the superset. All right, and you know what I haven't mentioned here, the technology and the term which is covering AI is data science. All right, so if I have to draw the same diagram, I will put a bigger circle which will encircle the AI, machine learning and deep learning, and I will name that bigger circle as the data science. All right, so data science is basically the main subject, main container. All right, and under data science we have artificial intelligence. So we have seen, right, that ability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. That's what you call the AI. So under the AI there are two core things. One is a machine learning and second one is a deep learning. So under the machine learning you have the deep learning. So deep learning is completely deep. I mean, normally you must have seen and you must have observed somebody saying that AI is a black box. I mean, most of the time you don't know what is happening inside the AI. So basically you are referring to the deep learning. Okay, what is happening, how deep learning is learning, how AI is learning. So that is basically the deep learning. I will come to that point in the later slide. All right. So so machine learning, right? See, application of AI that allows a system to automatically learn without being programmed. All right, so what happens in the traditional way of program? In the traditional way of program, what we do, we input, we write algorithms. All right, and then you have an output. This is the traditional way of coding, right? That you supply some input, then you put some algorithm in terms of software. Algorithm will take the input, compute to provide you the output. All right. But in the AI method of coding, it may be a ML method of coding or it may be a deep learning method of coding. What you do, you will not write algorithm. You will give the input and you will get the output as an example. All right. And let the ML figure out the underlying algorithms. That's what you call the learning. All right. So I mean, here you can see the AI is basically a bigger set, superset. Inside the AI you have machine learning, and inside the machine learning you have the deep learning. So deep learning is the core. We will see this definition in the later slide. All right, so let's define one by one what is ML and what is AI. So here I have given a very small example. So if I say there is a number sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I will ask you the next number, you will say it is 12. All right, and if I say, let's say there is a sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, what is the next number? You will say 15. All right. How do you come to this number? How do you know? See, what is happening inside, inside your brain, this calculation happenings. Because the number is small, your brain is able to compute that next number. You can find a patterns, brain is enough. This number is within, the brain computing capability. All right. If I give you a next question, right, that, okay, this is the last 7 days of the patterns of this sky, the patterns of a star in the sky, and I want you to get how this pattern will look like tomorrow. The problem is the same, right? The problem is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The next number is you can compute it is 12. Similarly, the problem is the same, right? I'm giving you 7 previous the patterns of the star in the sky, and I want you to compute to the next pattern. How does it look like tomorrow? And of course, we can't do it, right? It's not our ability limitation. We know how to do it. The limitation is coming that we can't compute such a massive number. It is beyond the computational ability of the human. That is the machine learning. All right. Machine learning, basically what it does, it will not ask you the algorithm of the computation. How did you calculate? Leave this up to the machine learning. You just need to give the input, output, and the machine will take those input and output, and this algorithm is intelligent enough to find the patterns in that input and output. What is the pattern? What is the pattern which is, producing you this output? All right. So machine will learn itself. All right. So that's why, we are defining here, machine learning is an application of AI that enables system to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. You don't need to let the logic develop here. Let the machine learning algorithm to learn the logic itself. All right. So machine learning focus on developing computer program that can access data and use this data to learn the next patterns. All right. So that's what you call the machine learning. Basically, machine learning is a data-driven systems, right, where you give the input, you give the output with the sample data, right, and the algorithm itself will learn, okay, what is the patterns, and this is called the learning process. Right, this is a learning process. Once your algorithm learns, now it is ready to take a decision, to predict the new numbers. All right. So this is basically the machine learning. Then what is the deep learning? It's a slightly complex, right? Deep learning is slightly complex. The reason is, I will give you by an example, which is a very good example, and it will help you to understand. Say for example, your child, your son, daughter, from school they bought some cake, all right, some pastry, and your whole family really liked it, all right, and you want to, in your kitchen you want to prepare the same cake with same taste, all right. So you should have some reference. So the reference is here that you have to, cook the same cake in your kitchen. All right. So fortunately, you left over with some pieces of the cake which your child brought from school. So what you will do? You know the ingredients, right? What are the ingredients to prepare this? What do you call? Which cake is this? This is look like I know some. I don't know. There is a cake. Let put in that. I don't know which cake is this. Okay. So you have all the ingredients, you have recipe ready with you. So you will prepare using the standard recipe. You will mix all ingredients and will follow the process to prepare a cake. All right. So now you have some leftover which your child brought from school. So that is your standard. That is the output. Excuse me. That is the output you want to produce. All right. And then you are preparing. You are heating and you are preparing your cake. So once your cake is ready, you will try to test it. All right. So you have one reference. All right. So you find no, it's not exactly the same. So you will tweak your ingredients, some tweaking, you will make some changes, will add more sugar, or you will add some more other ingredients. In the second iteration, you will again test the cake. Okay, so okay, it is not the same, but you are trying to close to that test. All right. Okay, you can take a third attempt, right, to prepare the same cake using third iterations. So basically what will happen in fourth, fifth, sixth iterations, you will actually achieve the same test, the original test, the cake which your child brought from the school. All right, this is exactly same thing happening in the deep learning. All right, exactly same thing happening in the deep learning. What is happening in the deep learning? You can see in this diagrams, there are different layers, and this is nothing but a software layers. There are different layers. All right, say for example, you want to train your deep learning model to identify the image of a dog. All right, so what you will do, as I said, you will give the input sample data. So what you have to do, you will create software layers. All right, and you will start providing maybe 100 and 200 or 500 or maybe 1000 dogs images to the machine learning, to the deep learning model. So deep learning model, maybe the layer 1 will extract the patterns of the ear of the dog. The layer 2 will extract the the patterns in the tail of the dog. Layer 3 will extract the patterns in the nose of the dog. All right, the layer 4 will extract the patterns of the body of the dog, color of the dog. So you can have, I mean, there are machine learning model which is being commercially deployed to these systems. They can have 100 and 200 and 500 layers of these softwares. All right, and these every layers are interconnected with each others, interconnected. So there are layers. See, the first will be the input layer, and then there will be hidden layer. Hidden layer, you won't be able to see what is happening inside. So feature extractions is basically happening in the hidden layer. And this whole process, feature extractions, is basically called the learning. All right, so that's why in the machine learning, what you see, they learn from the data, they learn from the patterns. There is no feature extractions methods. All right, but in the deep learning, every feature is being extracted layer by layer, phase by phase. All right, so you may have a complex system where you need 100 layers to extract the feature, and this feature extraction is basically called learning. I mean, in layman language, you can say that is the learning. All right, so that's what you call the deep learning. All right, so the machine learning, learn from the data without being explicitly programmed. So that is the machine learning. And in the deep learning, what happens, that is one more layer deeper than the machine learning. In the machine learning, you have a different layers of software, and every layer extract one feature from the input data. All right, and the output data, the last layer will produce the output data after learning complete things, right? And if it doesn't learn, so you have to do two things. Either you add more layers or provide more sample data to learn. All right, so as with the examples of this, the cake recipe, where every iteration you are trying to get closer to the original test of the cake. Similarly, in the deep learning, the deep learning system learns layer by layer, phases by phases, to reach as closer as to the human predictions. All right, so that's what you call the deep learning. All right, so okay, perfect. So I will stop here. I will create another video, because this video size is getting longer. I don't want to bombard your WhatsApp storage. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.